The bowl final in Brazil. And we are underway. Japan v Russia. Crashing it forward there is Kukina. Nice leg driving contact too. Peels off some valuable meters and helps her team jump onto the front foot, and now ghosting around the defence and setting off towards the line is Kazakova. Kazakova doing what Kazakova does so well.
Yeah, that's just basic speed there for Katerina Kazakova. She's an awesome athlete, let me tell you. And you can just see that defence system there from the Japanese player. She'd come up too quickly. It meant that Kazakova just went right on the outside of her. Just needed to relax on defence, Japan. Don't overrun it, but fantastic work for Russia.
So Kazakova gets the opening points in the bowl final against Japan. And it's welcome to all those broadcasters around the world taking in our now live pickies across the globe. Women's rugby, in particular sevens, going absolute gangbusters in this, the Olympic year, and this is the perfect way for these sides to show what they've got, to get everyone excited about Rio. We've enjoyed it all weekend, and now Japan taking it on via Maki Takano. They go. Here's their little live wire. Yamaguchi. Kaido on the outside, can't connect with her, and Russia pounce. Russia's opportunity now via Feflova. Pass is just missing the mark there, but
not caught by one.
That's what Japan do well, isn't it, Mel? They bring in the likes of Yamaguchi and they start to ask questions.
Yeah, well, even though Yamaguchi ran across the field, what had happened was that Russian defence was actually very close in, and Shimshak had to race right across the field to try and make up the numbers on D. So in the end, a pretty good option, and probably a good game plan for Japan to stick to would be to use the space.
You play the ball.
Wrap around and pass is delivered well. Russia fending. Here she goes again. Kazakova. Can it become 10-0 in favour of Katerina Kazakova over Japan? You betcha. And Kazakova takes it the length.
Yeah, they've got no answer to this 25-year-old, do they? She's the most experienced in this new-look Russian side for the Sao Paulo Brazil Sevens. Super fit, super fast. She has everything. And look at that powerful fend-off she has too. The Japanese defender just far too high. Needed to go low on the legs to take down Kazakova. Try number 2 for her. She's hurting. Look at that.
5 seconds.
Big output from Katerina Kazakova. She's right to be sucking the big ones. The kick is on its way. Oh, if you don't mind, right through the uprights. That's a sweet hit from out wide, and Russia now lead 12-0. A break after scoring those 2 tries to get her team ahead early against this unpredictable Japanese team. Kaido, their best.
Rock!
Footwork.
Play advantage high.
Takano, and the tackle is high. The advantage here for Japan.
Advantage over.
Tomita does nicely to get the ball in her possession before being given a tough
I love it how the Japanese always take the ball right up to the line, don't they? They've got great go forward. Everybody's on the same page, so always there's a support player, at least one, most of the time two. So if someone makes a half break, it's got a teammate on their shoulder.
Japan, go 10. Go 10.
Russia once more ghosting around the defence. They've managed to find a couple of holes, and when they've got their noses through the line, they have made the Japanese pay, and this time around it's going to be Maria Shemchuk tapping it down, and it is Russia running right.
Look, we know that the Russian team, they've got plenty of speed out there, but also what this game is showing, that it's repetitive speed. They are super fit. They get trained very hard by their coach, Paulo, and it's showing in this game because it's the end of the tournament, this bowl final, and they're still able to put top speed out there, whereas the Japanese girls just a little bit less experienced in playing back-to-back sevens tournaments and obviously a little fatigued.
There's been some nice depth too in this Russian team as they lead by 17.
Yeah, well, they haven't qualified for the Olympics yet. That's June in Dublin. A big one for them.
Japan, on the other hand, they are good to go here in Brazil later this year as Koida goes across the park to Mita.
Rock!
That's a terrific heads-up play, and powering away is this promising youngster. Debut tournament, Elena Zrodakova, and Russia are in cruise control against Japan.
Zrodakova, 19 years old. She's been identified as a star of the future. Well, you've got to argue that right now she's a bit of a star too. And her face is so relaxed. She did it with ease. A natural runner, isn't she, with that tall physique?
Version attempt is right over the black dot, and at half-time, Japan find themselves trailing by 24 points.
Lots of running, yeah? Lots of running.
Если вы падает перед вами, вы явно успеваете нырнуть, то ныряйте. А если вы не успеваете, она бежит, уже явно там захват какой-то опаздывающий. Или происходит, я не знаю, там уже явно на спине второй игрок. Дерните ее и отойдите в сторону. Они будут все время заваливаться. Лучше потом грузите 9 номера. Все понятно? 9 медленно. Грузите сразу 9 и 10, станьте плотнее. 2 маркера. 9 и рядом игрок 10. Только не промахивайтесь. Вперед.
That's the reaction. Coach Pavel Baranovsky, when you're up by 24, I would hate to see when you're down by the same margin.
Oh, I've seen it. Nearly has a heart attack. Galipshin, it's great. It is entertaining. What do you think he was talking about when he did that kind of dance step? Head onto the ball, maybe went standing start. I don't know.
Don't. Perhaps he'll be dancing around like that later tonight. The Samba fever creeps across the arena Boreri.
It's a Russian dance moves.
No, I'm in a Latin kind of a mood because we're in Brazil and those beautiful drums have been banging out all day. Second half underway in the bowl final. Russia and Japan are going at it. Japan needing the likes of Koida and Yamaguchi to get their hands on the ball, and Yamanaka also, if they do work their way back into this one against the Russians, who finished second in Dubai back in December, going down to the champions Australia. Koida goes across the park and skipping at the line, and now getting around it is Radi Bakalolo. Another on debut here in Sao Paulo. It's better from Japan. The pass is sticking, and now some territory to go with the possession. Terrific offload back inside. Japan chasing the first points of the second half, and they're going to get them. Japan take it 80 metres, and planting it is Takeuchi. That is Surashi from Japan.
Oh, look, I love it when they get into that kind of mood, Japan. They're just so fluid with the ball. Nice handoff there. Support play on the inside, as always. That's Suet with probably the slowest step I've seen all tournament, but it was effective anyway. Takeuchi at the end. Their skills, you know, the accuracy is really, really right up there.
Up as one of the most enjoyable teams to watch here in Brazil. Japan, they're down by 17, but there have been moments like those that have had us all in the commentary box and around the ground, and hopefully around the world via the World Rugby stream, saying this is a ton of fun from Japan. Nothing particularly conventional about some of the stuff that they do on the field, but passing is pinpoint. It's on song. Now some work. The defensive breakdowns all tapping and going. Is Kuai. Japan looking for back-to-back points. The debutant offloads. The debutant is Marivakalolo.
Rock!
And again, out to Koide. Fleet-footed Koide.
Rock! Stay! Advantage offside!
Just a little bit bunched there, I'd say, the Japanese attack. Koide in particular. Just need to spread out a little.
Sue. Nice switch, and that opens up the gap for Sue. Japan are making a game of this one in the goal final.
Sue, really simple, wrapped around. It meant that the Japanese had numbers on that short side. Here she made the initial pass, wraps around on the outside, good ball to her. Great passing once again.
Now you talk about how Russia are finishing their tournament here with plenty in the tank. It looks like Japan have got a little bit left in reserve as well. They're only down by 12 now.
Always seems easier to attack, eh? Defense is the hard part of the game. That's Hezakova who's coming off. Here it is. She is a big loss. Don't forget, this has 7 changes from the Dubai team, this Russian outfit here.
Makarova. Restart. Japan hit the Russians here and hit once more. 3 minutes to run. Good front on shot too. The try scorer, Suet. Got all of the runner. Tossed it back into the Brazilian turf.
It's okay.
Now, the fend comes, and following the fend, the pace gets just squeezed on enough for Arina Bistrova to go away and help set up this match-winning lead.
Yeah, well, forget Kazakova because Bystrova's out there. And that was just standing up the Japanese defence and then speeding off on the outside. All under one arm here, looking around to see if the chase is on. No one's there. Still keeps the foot on the pedal though, all the way, right till under the posts. Would have loved to have seen Bystrova's twin sister Daria Botkova debut in this tournament too. She's a pole vaulter. Twin sisters injured, but at least Bystrova is keeping the family name out there and playing very well indeed.
31-12, Russia are up over Japan. Yamaguchi. One taking it down near touchline, and offsides, of course, so Japan will retain possession.
Offside, the ball's still in.
I think she would have got a mouthful of grass here. Look at that.
Didn't fall too well. Obviously does a lot of yoga. Very flexible. Yamaguchi got up as if she hadn't been tackled. Okay, so Japan will reload. Coming back the way they got it rolling, but the pass is just behind the runner and can't bring it in.
Yeah, I don't think Takano expected to get that ball back. She was hard out on the support line.
Crouch. Point. Set. Put in. Up. Let's come closer.
Yes, referee wearing skins there with the
Crouch.
threat
Point.
of Zika.
Set.
World Rugby's allowed any of the players or referees to cover their legs if they choose to do so.
A lot of consultation between World Rugby and the World Health Organisation to ensure the safety of all the women and men taking part here in Sao Paulo, and
Advantage is over.
seems to be very well managed. Steering back into the traffic, Makarova. Gillespie rushes last possession of the ball in Brazil before
Stay back.
final order is sounded.
Rock now.
No doubt Russia would dearly love to be back here in August at the Rio Olympics. Japan, well, they will be here. And if Russia make it all the way to Rio, perhaps we'll see a little more of this. Powering away again, Bistrova. She's loving Brazil. She'd love to be back in August, but right now it's time to celebrate as winners of the bowl.
Yeah, they never let up, do they? These Russian players. Nice inside ball there to Bystrova. Fit, fast, good finisher. They've prepped well for the next couple of tournaments, bringing in the depth and the new players, and to go home with the bowl. Well, they won't be happy with, you know, not being in quarterfinals and beyond, but at least they've taken home some silver.